In the next few minutes, I teach you how you can turn tofu from being boring and bland to looking and tasting almost exactly like chicken breast. Stay tuned. Okay, step number one, if you want to make tofu taste like chicken, is to be patient, really, and use your tofu. I bought this one. Just as it is in this whole container, place it in your freezer. Like this. Goodbye. And now we have to wait for at least 24 hours.
24 hours later.
Now that you got yourself a tofu ice block, you need to let it defrost. And after defrosting, you can open it up and have the whole block on a drain, because it has to keep defrosting before you can press it out. It takes around 5 hours in total, and then it's all about the squeezing. If you're like me and you're not lucky enough to have a tofu press, put in your tofu right here in a box, put another box on top, and then gently press. And here it is, all pressed out tofu. Now you might be surprised about the simplicity of this marinade, because I use just a simple regular chicken seasoning. I bought this one here, but you can really buy any. Just make sure there's no milk in the spices. And then I use tahini. So the best thing for tofu is really to have a more oily based marinade. However, if you watch my channel and if you know me, I don't really like cooking and baking with oil. Nutritionally speaking, I'm just not convinced of its efficiency. For me, oil is just a simple, high calorie, low nutritional value food. So instead of oil, I'll be using tahini, or sesame paste, however you want to call it. And I use this as oil replacement. I personally love the taste of tahini. If you don't fancy tahini, of course you can use oil if you fancy, but this is just my nutritional choice. Anyhow, so I'm gonna mix these two together and then I'm gonna marinate the tofu. And I use like half of this. And here we go. And now it's time to cut the tofu in however many pieces you like. I'm gonna do 2 big pieces. I know it's quite square, so if you fancy, you can make like all sorts of shapes as well. I'm just very simplistic, so I'll just have 2 even slices. Oh, beautiful. And now we're gonna make some more space for the flavor to soak in. This step here is completely optional. It's just to make more flavor get into the tofu from the marinade. Now it's time to marinate. So I'm gonna put a wee bit on here and on here. Now I personally like to put in now some soy sauce to make sure we can actually leave the tofu in here for a wee bit, which will help absorb all the flavors. Putting the tofu in here, just smushing it on to the side. Next one. And now we're gonna leave this for like 10 minutes to marinate, and then it's ready to go either in the oven or in the air fryer, depending what sort of appliances you have at home. Now we have our air fryer, and we're gonna put in our 2 tofu pieces. And in with them. At 160 and 10 minutes for now. I'm gonna add 10 more minutes later. So it's been 10 minutes, and now we're gonna, without burning ourselves, wait. Switch it around, back in. Another 10 to 12 minutes. And here we go. 1, number 2. So I either put my tofu chicken in a sandwich, or I serve it like this. Some rice, a whole lot of steamed broccoli, and then voila. I'm just gonna add some lemon. Voila. Now if you want to create a wrap out of your chicken, make sure to check out this video next, because this recipe is not just done in a few minutes, but it's also super healthy and delicious. I'll see you over there if you like. Bye!